Hello, everybody. Mike and Don here with Kids Are Talking. We've got a great show coming up this week.
Great show.
This is it's going to be intense, I think. With everything in the news, we're talking about guns and violence. We're not sure exactly where the conversation is going to go, but there's a lot going on. And we want to see how this is affecting kids.
Well, we want to see what they think about a young man going with an AR-15 to go to Black Lives Matter, protect people from Black Lives Matter,
and get acquitted, right, for self-defense.
Get acquitted for self-defense, and it kills 3 white guys. So I know some of you have guns in your house. I know that some of us...
It's gaming, right? Everybody's gaming and shooting people virtually.
Gaming and shooting people virtually.
It's ingrained in our society. You know, it's the Second Amendment. We have the right to own a gun, and Americans want to hold on to that.
I'm trying to think about, I'm thinking about all those kids that are in Newtown and Littleton, Colorado, and thinking like, where are they at? I mean, we've talked about, background checks. I don't know. Does any? I can't remember the last time I read something in the newspaper about background checks.
Yeah.
But I have friends that have guns in their house, and the stats on the guns in people's houses are not so great. Actually, that it's actually caused more problems than not by having guns in your house, because sometimes you shoot the wrong person, or
that's what happened to Kyle, right? He was supposedly defending himself, but he didn't want to kill anybody. But guess what? If you don't have a gun, you're not going to kill anybody by mistake or otherwise.
And how come we don't have this going on in other countries?
They have different gun laws, right?
I mean, there's some countries that are really strict. You can't have a gun. What were we hearing? We were having a conversation about that before. What was it? Which country or something where they don't allow people to have guns?
In Korea, I think.
Yeah, in Korea, you were saying that they can't have guns.
Right. And I think a lot of Asian countries, only the police have guns. So most of the violent crimes are with stabbing and blunt weapons. But
it's really exhausting. The Rittenhouse thing, there's controversy over the judge. It depends on what judge you get. It might depend on what state you're in. Does he lean more towards self-defense? He's now got book deals, probably all over TV, being interviewed. Some people even thought I don't know if it was genuine or not. He looked pretty upset in court, worried about his life sentence. So, nobody really knows what's real anymore. And we need to talk about this stuff. This is what we do every week. The autism show. Now we're taking a break from an autism show. We did Divided America, but how can we not do a show on guns and violence?
Listen, kids today, right? Part of your school training is active shooter drills. I mean, that's a whole nother thing that my kids went through this year more than they have actually in the past. And that's whoever, I mean, we did what? Well, when you were a kid, didn't they do the air raid drills, right?
Oh yeah, we went on the desk during the Cold War.
And I mean, I don't remember doing. We had like fire drills. That was about it.
And now what are they doing? They're doing kind of
active shooter drills. Yeah. What do you do? Where do you hide? What do you say?
They're actually doing that.
Yeah, wow. You have to be prepared for worst case scenario.
So we played with guns. We played cops and robbers. We played the cowboys, the Wild West. We had plastic guns that we would shoot. But somehow then it felt okay.
Right.
But then years ago, over 20 years ago, and Kids Are Talking, there in the town of Westport, Connecticut, there's AP Assassination Day, where kids would go around with their toy guns with water pistols. And I think there was a whole controversy that year. I think we did something on the show. It actually made the front page of the New York Times, where kids were running around Westport with their plastic water guns.
It was an assassin game, right? It was an assassin game, yes.
And it became very controversial after Littleton, Colorado. So
yes, I remember it got banned from my school.
Got banned to do it. So it's like it's what's in the news. It's what's hot. I don't know if they even do AP Assassination Day in Westport anymore. I probably not.
I don't think you're allowed.
Probably not. So yeah, and riflery. By the way, my kids go to sleepaway camp. There's no more riflery range.
Really?
No, there was no riflery range when I was a kid. We would shoot.
Yeah, we had riflery. Yeah,
I don't think they have riflery.
With a bolt action rifle.
And you know what else we haven't talked about? We did talk about it on a show. We touched on it in Divided America. No one's talking about what happened in Santa Fe, New Mexico anymore. Mm-hmm. With Alec Baldwin might be in trouble. What the hell happened on that movie set with ammunition on the? How come that wasn't supervised? How come that gun was loaded? Why were they shooting loaded guns on the set? We are out of control, and we all know the NRA is too powerful. There's too much money involved. So, how do kids feel now about their future in this country in terms of their safety? how do we feel
Right.
about where we're going? Because it's not getting better.
It's not getting
Not
better.
getting
I mean, it's
better.
just changing. I mean, the landscape is changing, but the more it changes, the more it stays the same. Guns have been around. They're not going anywhere.
So I'm tired. I'm just tired from all this. I really am. I need some lively discussion and some intelligent kids, which we do so well. We have such amazing kids. Have been so amazing to come on and put their hearts out and really. That's our future. That's what this show's about. Hearing about our future and the kids. Right. If I were you all, just listen to these kids because that's who's taking over.
So they're going to tell us what we need to know.
That's it.
This coming Thursday, December 2nd, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Join the conversation. We welcome you. Come on in, watch, learn, ask questions, and the kids are going to want to hear from you, and they'll tell you what they have to say. So,
and understand what is behind the psychology of violence in America. What is making this country so hateful? What is going on with mental health? It's going to cover a lot of things we've already talked about, but we're going to be very specific about guns and violence. So we'll see you then. Right,
Mike? See you then. We'll see you Thursday. Kids are talking.
We'll learn a little more. All right. See you, kid. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. It's going to be a great show.